What's going on, everyone? It's Official Word here. I'm back with another video of doing Fireball Rocketloons in Legend League. Today my base has been doing very, very well. I have 2 defenses, 3 defenses right there, plus the 1 star. So the 1 star on its own usually would be like a good enough defense, and then I've got these 3 others. So the base is holding up amazing today. So we just got to do our attacks and, just hope, that I can produce. And I actually haven't been playing as much today. I've been doing some other things around the house, and I think that's good sometimes. I've been playing enough, but sometimes not playing too much can actually help, because if you play too much, you just start to overthink things, make mistakes. So I think I'm well practiced, but sitting well here. As you can maybe tell, I'm back on the iPad, so I'm gonna try that out again, because since I have my new mic, I think that it'll lag a little less and that we can make this work. So without further ado, let's get on into the first one. Okay, looking at the first base here, making sure my warden's on ground. I'm always checking. It's actually the base I'm running right now. Not quite, though. There's a little bit more damage here at this kind of 10 o'clock side. Interesting. There's no flame flinger value, though, which does kind of stink. I think I'm actually going to charge into this king right here. So I'm going to start onto this king. That's kind of how I've been tripling this base. It's always nice when you can come across bases you've already hit before. So I'm going to hold on to the rage just for now. Try and save the spells because I'll need it for these heroes. So I don't really want to spend them right now. Okay, I'm waiting. The king should come. Yep, there he is. I'll rage, drop the headhunter. I like the double deployment bar, the bigger screen, but yeah, it was just lagging a bit. So I'm trying. Hopefully that can kind of go away with this. Yeah, with just the rage on the healers, the warden should be fine here. Nice. I just want to hit this ricochet cannon, to be honest. I'm so close to being able to set this up. Actually, I think I can. Just going to set up these invises right here. Oh, really? It goes for that. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Okay. Going to poison right here, even though the clan castle is still up, because I was too slow with a headhunter or anything right there. Yeah, got a rocket balloon out this air to archer tower. So we're not looking great here. I'm trying to take down 1 rage tower. That's the whole point right here. Take down 1 rage tower with the fireball, and then the other one with my Sui. Oh, great. A witch as well. A witch when I didn't bring, or when I wasted my poison. That is just incredible, of course. Okay, the warden also did not quite get down the expo, but that's okay. That balloon will. Yeah, and I'm going to need this baby dragon to come in huge here. There we go. We snipe out both the witches. Just give me a time stall, I guess. So yeah, I'm going to start this guy down here. Wall break them in. King, queen. So they're starting to work. This is where my warden's going to run into some rage defenses, which is a little annoying, because popping that rage tower does, help out the warden a lot. There should just be ice golems, which I actually love that he is fighting, because now he can fight those while the defenses are raged. And then, he might not actually get too much further just because of how long it's going to take him. But that's okay. I'll start in with that right there. Yeah, this actually isn't looking too bad. Getting the balloons in there to continue funneling there. Yeah, I got my king kind of doing his thing right here. He's going to pop open all those walls. I'm going to wall break even more to help the queen right here. She'll pop her ability, and the druid's coming in for her. Yeah, the wall break made it. That's beautiful, because now I can send my royal champion without worry for the town hall. Oh, there goes the warden joining off with the queen and the heroes. So yeah, now that the town hall's gone, I'm just going to save. Like, I need my royal champion here kind of working this back end. Headhunter already. That's going to get picked off instantly by the arch tower. Trying to take down this wizard tower. We are working through this base, though. We are getting through it. Just barely. Freeze right here, because that's hitting a lot of my defenses, at the same time, a lot of my troops, and my royal champion, which was kind of my biggest one. Really? We're going to time fail on the first one. Yeah, that kind of stinks, going 93% already, first hit of the day. But, that kind of comes from my missed fireball there. I really didn't think the air defense had a chance, I'm not going to lie. So that sucks. Hopping on into the next one here. We got to move on. A nice fireball here onto this gear tower would be great. Maybe even hitting that scatter shot so we can get the fire spitter. But if we come in from this bottom side, we'll be behind it. So no real need. I can see right here the clan castle. I can't even drop balloons onto these mortars because it'll pull the troops. So I don't want to do that. Not really any flame flinger value. So I'm just going to come in from the bottom side here. Just like this. Okay, there's healers. Almost didn't have them selected. Okay, I'm gonna start taking down those really high health buildings here. I'm just gonna direct onto that gear tower if I can. I also would not mind, to be honest, hitting that multi Inferno, but which he might go to. But I'm just gonna invis him wherever he goes so that he doesn't pull the clan castle here. Beautiful, onto that. Not even gonna lie, right there, that's just incredible value. Poison, invis, barely keeping my warden alive right there is huge though. Gonna hit that. Okay, I got a rage, got a freeze. Remember last time I did not, and the baby dragon takes down my troops. Okay, I'm gonna try and pull my warden out, and he goes down. So that's not a great start. Somehow the baby dragon, I guess when I invised, he came through. I didn't see him, I'm not gonna lie. I only saw the ice golems, so that's really bad. Once again, these baby dragons are really throwing a wrench into my attacks. I'm trying to wall break the king right there, but I was a little slow, which sucks. My queen, I guess, is going to do her thing right here, so that'll be fine. Going to send a baby dragon with them. Going to freeze right here onto the single since it was wrecking my king. Queen loses unicorn already, but I'll leave them. Just see how many defenses they can get down before I pop my king so the spiky ball can hit as many as possible. There we go. Okay, dropping both the druids since I'm about to pop my queen ability. There it goes. I like using them in tandem. Okay, and then I'll rage actually right here as we're going through just a bunch of things. Like there's that enemy trying to take down these defenses actually. The minion prince was a huge one right there. I'm trying to relieve some damage that my queen would be facing on the back end here. Yeah, double headhunter coming in for the enemy queen. Hoping those are well timed. I'm not really sure though. Gonna invis my queen because I know she can actually get some good damage here. That fire spitter is gonna cause some problems, but as long as that multi goes down, which it might, no, it'll be close though. That's the only air targeting defense left. So yeah, as long as, oh no, that multi's really not gonna go down, eh? Kind of working behind everything right here. Onto the fire spitter even. It drops. All that's left for air targeting defenses is that multi. And it's not ready to go down yet. One more shot. I need one more shot, and it's not going to come through. And we're going to fail our second attack as well of the day. That's not a great start. Let's lock in. Okay, hopping into the next one here. We really got to, get one here. That's 2 fails in a row. And yeah, the first one was a time fail granted, but we really got to get one under our belts here and keep moving on. Yeah, I'm looking for no flame flinger value once again. But looking for a 5. Actually, what I'm going to do on this one, which like I said in other videos I don't do often, is I'm going to take down this guy because it needs to go down. But I'm going to try and, still testing for air mines, but I'm going to drop my flinger here with the ability to go into that ricochet cannon, scatter shot, all that kind of work. Got to freeze right here if I'm not too late. That's a lot of damage on my warden, my goodness. But yeah, I'm tanking this expo, and I'm trying to get these kind of scatter shot, fire spitter, and ricochet cannon all with my flinger. The problem here is that my warden's about to pop, right here, and then he's gonna get the same value with his fireball. Like I can only really send it a couple of places, so that's not great. I think what I'm gonna do is invis, try and get that, right into the sweeper, which doesn't really get much value, but I get the clan castle, and that's kind of all I need right here because I got my flinger working, and I got my warden working the other side, so I don't really need to. If I had taken down something like the air defense, which is where I was looking, my warden would have pushed right into the flame flinger. So I'm going to just go like this. 4 rocket balloons here to pull my warden. Sometimes I'm too slow on it, so you have to do it. Just make sure I had enough time. I'm going to pull him right there. This is going to work beautifully. Now he's going to start coming over. I will need an invis or something for this single, so I got to keep my eye out on it. Lovely. My flinger here is working. Going to take down that fire spitter that's working on my warden. That's awesome. And then I'll probably go heroes right into that monolith in a second. I'm gonna rage right here, and then I'm just waiting to make sure that I don't miss this. There's my invis. Okay, now I'm gonna heroes. Got that right there. I started them at like a minute 20, but because of, like I've said in some other videos with that flame flinger value, because it takes out a section of the base, you actually don't have as much to clean up, and so that means that you could start a little later. I mean, I don't recommend it, but I did in this case, and I'm saying it's not going to be too problematic. We're still like looking good on this one, so. I'm working my way around here. I kind of want my king to open up the town hall, but I don't think he's actually going to make it that far before his ability is forced. So that's a little unfortunate. Yeah, my queen's popping right there. My warden needs a rage since he's on 2 defenses. There goes my king ability. It opens up the town hall like I needed. Just popping through some air defenses here, or air defending buildings. I'll just send my royal champion for the town hall. I mean, this one's crushed, but no need to swag. Yeah, and we'll just finish up. Going into hit number 4 right here, we finally got a triple under our belts. I'm looking for a nice, onto this air sweeper, a nice fireball could be there. Maybe just hitting that multi, to be honest, but I'd rather that sweeper. So that's where I'm going to go. I'm peering around the base here, looking for any flame flinger value. I don't see any. Yeah, I don't see any, so I think I'll just come in through this kind of bottom damage with the hopes of, I think I have an idea here. What I'm seeing is that this monolith expo can be single invis, can invis them both. So as long as I can get all these other defenses down, like this mortar and air defense, that sets up a super easy. That takes out, that invis will take out that whole section of the base, and then I only need my 2 invises to go onto this left side. So I think I can set up onto this sweeper is what I'm saying. But he might dive into this expo. He does. Not too worried about that. I don't. Oh, this shouldn't have dropped that. I'm going to pull the clan castle like an idiot. Okay, only one thing comes out of there, though, which tells me I got to really focus here. I think I can really only get that multi at this point. I did not get deep enough, but I'll still take that value for sure right there. I did not quite get deep enough. That would have got, like, my sweeper would have got that ricochet cannon and an expo, which is nice, but yeah, I've got to be careful here. My warden might die. Nope, I saved him just barely. That rage didn't even catch the healers, but luckily those balloons will also tank for my warden right there, so that's great. No point waiting here. Just going to start my Sui. Got to keep an eye on that warden also. He should be good. Got a wall break in my king a little earlier this time. Still a little slow, but I got him in. Okay. What I got to do here is take down that mortar, but I got to get my warden into all of that. So that's going to be a problem because now I don't have any spells, but I'm going to try my best here. The king's about to pop, which will be nice. I can't lie once he gets this town hall. Boom, there he goes. That's awesome. We're kind of fighting all of this stuff. Gonna baby dragon here. I'm going to get these druids to try and get them to go to the core right there because I'm about to pop my queen ability. I just hope my warden doesn't push in with them, but he definitely might because they're getting mighty close. Yep, there he goes. Now I'll royal champion where he was since nothing will clean this up. And yeah, we're just kind of cleaning this one up for another triple. Now we're moving on into my 5th attack of the day. Okay, interesting. I'd like to hit a fireball into this monolith. I think I can do it kind of quickly. I've approached bases similarly to this, so I'm just going to keep it the same right here. Not really thinking too much about where my warden's going to go. I can always use my 30 seconds a little more, but I'm trying to kind of keep these videos a little shorter, and so if I have a plan, I might as well roll with it. I'm going to invis my warden on his approach here so he doesn't pull the clan castle. I know where he's going to go. Yep, he goes in right there. Just taking these down nice and easy. Yep. Jelly's still active, which can be a little scary because he's going to lunge forward, but I like that there's some archers. The ricochet cannon right here because it's kind of stalling him up. But yeah, he's still going to... Oh, nice. There's some Tesla to pull him outside because I didn't want him to jump into that queen and expo at the same time, but he will anyway. I'll freeze. Rage him up just to be safe so he can kill her right there. That's nice work. He'll continue through all of this pretty easily. Send a minion in to help, although it won't even at all. One will take down an underlevel Tesla. Oh, never mind. The builder hut was there. There's another one. Going to quickly snipe those off, all with just one right there. Okay. My Warden is pretty obviously going to go to the left side of the base here. So I'm going to try and get my Sui into this right, obviously. Yeah, my Warden takes down that Archer Tower, and now he should be chill. I'm not going to need any spells for him. So I'm going to look away. Wall break into here. Nice, it just works. King, Queen. Get the Valk. Keep an eye on the Warden, but yeah, like I said, he should be okay, but I'll just check anyway, just to be sure. Rather be safe than sorry. Kind of multitasking. So I'm looking ahead here, and I see that single. So my Warden's going to need some of those Invis. I got 2 of them, though, so that should be all good. I just got to keep an eye on that because without that, he's cooked for sure. So yeah, there he is. He's approaching it. He's still good for now. He's not even going to need one. That baby dragon just happened to tank at the perfect time, so that's awesome. But good thing I kept an eye on him. Otherwise, that I could have been in trouble. I'm going to send in my druids here for the queen because there goes her ability. I like using them in tandem. That's where I'm finding the value. And she's going to kind of keep working in here. I'll actually rage her up because I'm quite confident she's going to do a lot of work on this base. I'm going to invis my warden just because he's facing a lot of damage kind of from that town hall and archer tower. And yeah, this one's going to be absolutely crushed. And I'm going to swag my RC here. So let's just finish it up. Into attack number 6. I always like to hit a fireball into this inferno down here if I can by these fire spitters. So let's see how we can get there. I got these ground expos in every corner, which tells me no flame flinger on this one. But what I'm going to do is start my warden just kind of from this bottom side. There's a lot of damage with the multi-gear tower and expo. So I got to keep an eye on him, but I'm not too worried. It's not too much for me to handle. A single rage spell will do because it'll put... Actually, I'm just going to freeze here. Almost just placed it by accident, but gear tower's not on him yet. I was going to rage when he gets into both of them, but he hadn't yet, and then he does right there because, yeah, now I'm going to have to rage anyway. So that was kind of dumb of me. I should have just raged in the first place because, yeah, now I just wasted a freeze for no reason since a rage would have sufficed in the first place. But that's okay. What I'm trying to do here is get that multi-archer or inferno. So what I'm going to do is take down this bomb tower. Trying to kind of take down as many things that will save me invis as possible. Going to go into this, and yeah, here we go. Just give me a nice double invis just to make sure. Probably only needed that one, but yeah, once again, rather be safe than sorry 100% of the time here. Not really sure where my warden's going to go, but I would hope he went to the right, but he's not going to in time because now my healers are kind of going to be dragged through the scatter shot. Luckily, they did get far enough away that it's fine. I got a freeze here just because my warden is so weak and he goes down. So that's really, really bad. I thought I actually didn't need it and got away with it, but that sucks. There goes rather be safe than sorry. Prime example. I lose my warden. Now we're in recovery mode. Absolutely, absolutely must get the 2-star, but I'm still going to go for the triple. You know that. So we'll see what we can do. I've had some crazier saves with no fireball value because that was at least some good value. Oh my goodness, my wall breaks are just all getting caught, though. That's crazy to me. I got a king, though, and a couple P.E.K.K.A, so I should be able to bust through the wall decently quickly. I'm even going to rage them right here to really get them through, get everything kind of in right here. And, yeah, this one's going to be really tough, but I'm not giving up hope at all. Not by any means am I giving up. Going to pop the king ability right here to open up the base to everything. Nice. That's an awesome ability, actually. I kind of want my queen to go in really badly, but she is absolutely, absolutely going around this base, and that sucks. Yeah, losing my queen to the outside right there is awful. The wall break doesn't even work right here. Yeah. So this isn't looking good for me to be able to get the 3-star. Just even more things ended up going wrong, like my queen funnel right there. She's going to turn back in right here, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. I'm going to get my druids right here with the queen ability, kind of use them in tandem again. I do got some minions as long as they can stay alive, which will do some work, which I don't mind. I'm coming in the backside with this rocket spear, so I'll try my best, but this one's going to be very, very close, and it's not looking great, but it could still triple here. I'm going to poison onto the RC and Skellies, and then going to get the triple rocket balloon right there on all those defenses. The rocket spear is doing its thing, but it's just going to come just a little short right here, which sucks. I came so close to pulling that one back, and I'm going to time fail at 96%. So that really stinks, but, yeah, that comes from me losing my warden. Absolutely, I just got to keep him alive there. So that's on me. Okay, attack 7 starting here. Hopefully we can just stay locked in for these final 2. It's been a little bit of a rough day, I can't lie. But we got a good base here to hit this fire spitter. That'd be a great fireball. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be looking for here, because these 2 buildings, this air sweeper and cannon, can invis easily. So this does look like a nice spot to set up a fireball on. So I'm going to be coming in from this bottom side. Nice. I pulled the... That's why you drop Rocketloons. I would have just lost all my healers, and the attack would have been done just from there. So, yep, 100%. That's why you use your Rocketloons. Going to get a Valkyrie in here as well. Going to get a rocket balloon to try and tank that single. Nice, so I don't have to use any more spells. Yeah, the Valkyrie does pull some healers, which can be problematic. Maybe I should use the baby dragon, but the Warden's under damage, so they should switch back. I'm just really hoping. I need that Valk to die because, yeah, 2 healers are on it. Nice, they switch off, and the Valk dies. Awesome. I think I have a really good Invis right here. I guess I'll wait for this to go down. Try and hit right there. Hit right there, hit right there. And, yep, something easy right there like that. And we get the whole core. That's just smooth. That's just simple. I'm walking into a lot of damage right here, though. So I got to be careful. Freezing for my Warden. Getting the Headhunter down in time. Wow, triple giant bomb right there. I'm out of freeze and invis, which I really don't like to see. But I do have some poison, so I do got to use them. Gonna send my first Headhunter in for the king. Poison right here. I would have loved to save the poison to hit like 2 heroes on, but I had to use it right there. Got another Headhunter in. There's my last one, so that's a problem that it did not work. That is definitely a problem. The good news is that I'm only fighting the queen, so with the rage, my Warden can sustain that. Now he's going to go into the minion prince, and I got to rage him again, which does suck, because there goes all my spells, but I'm fine. The value my king is getting, that's worth it. So I got no more spells now, and I got to go in and proceed with the rest of my army. So yeah, I'm going to pick off just this archer tower to funnel kind of my heroes in and my siege barracks around. I'm going to look to, okay, my Warden's fighting them at good times, the cannon and then the scatter shot, because I would have used balloons to support him if he needed it. But yeah, he's fine here. Yeah, wall breaking my king in. I'm going to let, my Warden just kind of continue on his own right here. King goes into a really nice spot to pop that ability. I really like that. Going to let them chill for a bit. It'll be a while before I drop my druids. And then, yeah, I'm just going to put my RC on the back end, and this base is just crushed. So let's wrap it up. Okay, final hit of the day here. Yeah, let's see how I can do. I love hitting this base, so that's a nice break for the final hit of the day. Yeah, let's set up my Flame Flinger how I always do. Taking down that mortar right there. Going to get the Flame Flinger really low right here, so I don't even have to worry about the other one. Just checking for Tesla. Good, there's none. Okay, and I'll start in from this top side. I'm just going for the fireball onto that fire spitter, so I like to start kind of high here. I don't know if I'll tank. Nice, I do. Gonna send another one in. Oh, that one didn't get the tank, but it will do the damage enough to not need a freeze. Awesome. So we're working in really nicely here. I'm not even gonna need a rage. That's awesome. He should expire somewhat soon. So I like that a lot. The only problem here is I don't think the flinger, it might go to the single. That's the hope, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know if it's really looking likely. Whenever he pops here, I should be really well set up for a nice double invis. I'm actually going to be able to fireball direct here. Yeah, just crush that one as always. That's a beautiful fireball. I'm really hoping this flinger goes to the single, and that's what I'm really not sure about. So let's find out right here. And it goes up to the single. Awesome. I'm going to get some more value from it. I'm going to start my heroes down here just as my Warden was diving through so that he wouldn't get pulled. Yeah, double balloon right there just to tank that monolith so I don't get too much damage at the same time. Yeah, Warden takes down the town hall because, yeah, you see they're both on him. I'll invis right here. Didn't really need it. I just have 3 of them, so might as well pop it. And, yeah, this one's looking like it's going to be absolutely crushed, which is a great way to finish the day after a kind of lackluster day today, to be honest. I made a bunch of mistakes today. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. You make mistakes. Luckily, my defense did pull through for me, and so I'm still going to go positive. But, yeah, not a great day by me by any means on offense. I'd love to be hitting over 300, and by the time this one finishes with 3 fails on the day, which is not good, yeah, I won't be around there. I'll be like 290 or something, but yeah, it's just kind of the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But yeah, let's just make sure we finish this one up nice and strong, and yeah, just speed through the rest of it. So yeah, that finishes off a rather bad day. I mean, plus 292, not gonna be bad, kind of around that 300. But yeah, just three fails today that I really would have liked to avoid. But we'll build on those tomorrow. And yeah, I do really like seeing that defense going plus 45 at the least, which is not bad. Yeah, so I'll be sitting kind of 56.50 today, which is really nice. I like that range and just got to keep kind of going up. So yeah, I love how that one's gonna finish, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.